almost there. Professor Simon will give us something to eat. Thank goodness we made it. The sun's going down.
These berries look delicious.
Who is it?
Hello, my name's Brian Basco. I need to speak with Professor Simon.
The man who knows does not speak.
What? Excuse me, are you James Simon? Please, listen. I have a very important message for you.
Not interested.
Hey, I think I forgot to mention you have to say a password before I let you in.
A password? Of course you didn't say anything. Let's see. What could that darn password be? And quit eating those berries. They could be poisonous. Hey, leave that alone. Tell me the password once and for all.
You see, Professor Simon will say who knows what about the man who knows. And you have to answer him. Yes, you must tell him. Oh dear, I'm feeling dizzy.
I knew those berries would make you feel sick. Come on, just make a bit of an effort to remember the password and you'll be able to recover inside the professor's house.
I believe it was something like... Oh no, I'm sorry. I can't remember.
It's all right, calm down. When we were coming up here, I saw a shelter by a lake. We'll go up there, and I'm sure you'll remember that password after a bit of rest. Come on, I'll help you. Joshua, the fire is already lit. You rest and try to get over this as fast as possible. You've got to remember that darn password. Maybe you should try to do something about this. Who knows how long it'll take Joshua to recover. If I insist, maybe Professor Simon will let me into his house. By the way, when we were walking down to the shelter, we saw a pretty strange guy. He was wearing this humongous fur coat and taking pictures or something.
Cześć, witam wszystkich bardzo serdecznie z tej strony Remix. To jest kolejny odcinek. Zagrajmy w Runaway 2. I jesteśmy w czwartym akcie w jakimś domku na Alasce. Ostatecznie zdecydowałem, że będę nagrywał dalej frapsem, gdyż no, na nagraniu nie jest aż tak tragicznie. Są te spadki FPS-ów, fakt, zacina, ale to nie są jakieś ważne momenty. Powiedzmy typu rozmowa z kimś, albo jak jestem w ekwipunku, więc to... Aha, i widziałem na nagraniu wcześniej, że były pokazane czerwone, jak nagrywa FPS-y. Więc teraz ukryłem to całkiem we frapsie i nie ma tego. Nie powinno być na nagraniu, ale ja też nie widzę... No nie widzę po prostu tych FPS. Z Joshuą na razie może nie będziemy gadać, bo rozglądajmy się. Zbierajmy wszystko, co się da.
Oh, weighs so much I can't imagine taking them all.
Wszystko, co się da, tylko co się da, Brian. Weź poza mapę wejdźcie, żebym wszystko widział. Tunika.
I'm not in the mood for a costume party, thanks.
Peks.
Actually, I'm zonked. But I can't. I need that password first. Then I can get some Z's.
Książki.
One
Coś
of
może
them might have
znajdę
a solution to
ciekawego.
all my problems. There's some hot titles here, but this is no time to play the bookworm. I'll leave them right where they are.
Dobra, co tu? Butelka.
Looks like a nice red.
To bierz.
California wine. From an excellent vineyard. No, I bet between the moisture and the time it's been sitting here, it's turned to vinegar.
Aha.
I'd rather not take the risk. Who knows? It could blow up at any moment.
Kubek?
Okay, if
może
there's any oil inside,
wybuchnąć.
I might be able to use it.
Dobra. Nie pamiętam,
Looks
co
like
trzeba
it's
było
not
brać.
full,
Pamiętam tylko, że
but
drewno
there's a
trzeba
little
było
bit
wziąć.
inside. I'll take it.
Świeca.
No,
Tego
I'll
chyba
wait
nie.
until there is an array of sunlight before I get that.
Okej. Joshua. Kominek. Nie wiem, czy mam podłożyć tu? Raczej w to wątpię.
Don't think that's necessary. I've already piled on major logs.
Czyli do czegoś innego. Stół, nie? Tutaj zajrzyjmy może do patelnia?
What would I use it for?
Nie wiem.
Pound Joshua over the head until he remembers the password? I'd be delighted
Dobry
to,
plan.
but I doubt that'd solve our problem.
Szafka kuchenna.
Nah, they're ancient and grimy. The corks would probably disintegrate, and I couldn't open them right.
Mam nadzieję, że to dość sprawnie mi będzie szło. Wiadro. No, wiadro.
No! The thought alone makes me retch!
Dlaczego? A co w nim jest takiego? Chyba już tu więcej nic nie ma, chociaż pewnie jest, ale ja nic nie widzę póki co. Dobra, możemy wyjść chyba na
Well,
zewnątrz.
I guess it's for the best. I'll attempt to go find help to get us out of this crazy mess.
Dobra. Na razie Joshua zostawiam samego. O, karnister. Kanister, nie karnister. Czemu karnister? Nie wiem.
Too bad. It's empty.
Jest pusty, no co można było się tego spodziewać w sumie. To by było za proste, jakbyśmy znaleźli od razu benzynę. Drewno na opał nie,
I've
no już
already
jeden
got one
kawałek
piece of
mam.
firewood, so unless I plan on taking up woodworking,
Coś tu w lewo jak pójdę coś znajdę, nie wiem. Chyba nie. Wejdź na lód. Nie wejdziesz. Szkoda, byś się utopił, zamarzł i koniec gry. Dziura w dachu jest? To słabo. Ławka. Tu mamy jakiś hak.
hello,
Raczej jej tak...
attached to the pickup.
No ja wiem, że jest... O, jaki łosiu! Pick-up.
I doubt it'll start. Plus, in this condition, there's no way it's gonna
Ta,
budge.
on już tam w środku pewnie zamarzł. Całkowicie. Czy coś tutaj można zrobić w ogóle z tym pick-upem? Łoś,
The
super
mascot of
ktoś.
a pizzeria. How appropriate for this region. Give
Porozmawiaj?
me some pizza, Bullwinkle. My stomach's growling.
Aha. No już. Pogadaliśmy z łosiem sobie, świetnie. Tutaj chyba póki co nie mamy nic robić, więc może opuśćmy teren.
I'll go see if I can find the guy I saw coming toward here.
Czy będę miał taką samą mapę jak w tym? Nie. Jak w rozdziale
Hello there, my
drugim,
friend.
trzecim.
Hello, my name is Brian.
Wazowski. Ben Wazowski.
Nie, trzecim
Pleased
nie,
to meet you,
bo
Ben.
w
I
trzecim
couldn't stop to
byliśmy
say hi
uwięzieni.
before because I had to take my friend to that shelter down there.
Yeah, I saw you, kid.
Kurde,
What? So you needed to warm up a bit and
chrypę
you went
mam, a w
overboard
tej
on the
chwili
whiskey,
nie mam
huh?
nic do picia.
No, not at all. He was fine until he ate some berries from a shrub.
Some big red juicy berries that look like cherries.
Yeah, those are the ones.
Don't say another word. I bet he's dizzy, has muscle aches, a hallucination, short-term memory loss.
Exactly. How did you know?
Nie zgadywałem.
I've been observing the behavior of bears for years, and I see how they react when they ingest those berries, which they love, by the way. I myself have tried them on occasion for experimental purposes. The effects take several days to pass, unless...
Unless what?
Salmon.
Salmon?
Yes, salmon. Eating salmon practically counteracts all the effects of those berries. I myself have experienced it.
Well, that's good news. So I just have to get my friend to eat some salmon and he'll go back to normal?
Yep, that's it. Well, but there's a little detail you have to know.
What?
The salmon will only work if he eats it raw. In my earliest experiments, I tried cooking one over a fire with some double ketchup as a condiment
Czyli na
and
surowo
freedom fries
musimy
as a side
po
dish,
prostu
but it was
złapać
no good. Tasted
łososia.
fantastic, but it wouldn't counteract the effects of those berries. At first, I thought there was some difference between
No, wydaje
humans
się
and bears'
proste,
digestive
nie?
systems, but then
Złapać
I got the idea to eat it
rybkę
raw,
na
like bear.
wędkę.
And what happened?
It was completely
mamy
different.
wędki.
It tasted much better on the grill.
I meant about the effect of the berries.
Oh yeah, they completely disappeared.
Listen, Ben,
What's on your mind?
Dobra, widzę, że musimy z nim pogadać.
impressive
O
costume.
wszystkim.
Well, it
Inaczej się
isn't
nie da po
exactly a
prostu.
costume. It's actually a bear suit, but I haven't finished it.
No nie.
Well, like I was saying, a bear costume.
I don't like you calling it that. Makes it sound like it's not serious. Costume sounds like it's for a party, and these are my work clothes. Actually, it has more in common with a camouflaged uniform, more than a mere bear suit.
Yeah, now that you mention it, you're right. But the only bears with glasses that I can remember were in a fairy tale book.
No siree, I wear them because I'm as blind as a bat. Plus, the bear suit is incomplete. I
Nie ma
asked the
głowy.
guy from the pizzeria in Sicily, the closest city to here, to order it from the same website he bought his moose suit at, but they sent it without the head. And so I asked myself, what is a bear without a head?
I don't know. The extra part of a hunting trophy?
No, my friend. A bear suit is the same as a certain death. If I make my way into the pack looking like this, the bears will say, that one there, he isn't one of us. And whammy, they'll pounce on me, rip my head off with their paws. So I have to postpone my plans until they send me the missing head.
Aha, czyli rozumiem, że będziemy musieli znaleźć jakąś głowę dla niego. On zgubił swoją. Ma niekompletny kostium i myślę, że tamta głowa łosia byłaby dobra, tylko że ona jest trochę duża, ma rogi, no jest brązowa. On ma biały kostium. Coś nie pasuje,
So,
ale
how'd you
może
get into
coś uda się
bears?
wykombinować.
I used to play ice hockey on a pro team. You know, we go on a tour throughout Asia every summer. But one day, after a big fight, that left me in a daze. I got sick of it all.
W ogóle
I
zobaczcie, jak
escaped
to
from the
otoczenie
hospital,
pięknie
went home,
tutaj wygląda.
started surfing channels, and without realizing it, I watched a whole movie about a bear that danced with bananas on its head. Afterward, they put on a French movie about an orphan bear. I cried my eyes out. Then
Wypłakał oczy.
I took a walk to get some fresh air, and I ran right into a billboard that showed a polar bear enjoying a soft drink. I got thirsty, so I tried to go into a coffee shop, but some doormen came out in these strange leather outfits, and they said, "Out of here, man. This place is for bears only." What a world, huh? 2
Dziwny
hours
skórzany
later, I grabbed
kostium.
my suitcases, hopped on a plane, and came to Alaska in search of my destiny.
To znaczy mieszkasz
So,
od dawna.
have you been living here for very long?
Pal, it's been a few good years, but I couldn't tell you how many. Somewhere I have that deed from when I bought the house from the ranger. Maybe it has the date if you're that interested.
Mhm.
Seems like a nice place to live, as long as you like being alone.
Lonely, you say.
Tak,
No,
żyjesz z
amigo.
niedźwiedziami, tak?
No, bears are unbeatable companions.
Yeah.
Much better than most people. Then there's Satch, who brings me pizza once in a while, and we play Parcheesi together. Plus, some folks just randomly show up, like you today. Have you seen that little plaque I have in my room? Some Spanish fisherman who passed through less than a year ago gave me that.
So, even though you have your work with the bears, don't you ever get bored?
Idleness is the tool of the devil, Brian, and I don't have time for him. The few free moments I have for myself, I spend drinking some beer from my keg or playing the guitar for a spell. Since I know nothing about music, I have a great time making funky noises.
About what you said regarding your costume.
It's a bear suit, Brian. A bear suit.
Those claws on that backpack look pretty realistic.
No, daj mi
But
je.
the claws are the most important part of the bear. They are used for defense and for fishing salmon during the season when they swim upstream.
O,
That's
to
what
daj
my
mi
book
to,
says
ja
anyway.
złapię za pomocą
I
tego...
want to prove a revolutionary
łososia.
theory, though. What is that theory, you ask? Well, sorry, but I can't tell you. You look like a nice guy, but who knows if you'll go sell the story to National Geographic afterward. Nope, my friend, I'm sorry, but I can't.
Co?
Could you repeat what you said about
Ile
bears
tych...
fishing with their claws, please?
Ja.
Well, my
Ile my
friend,
będziemy z tym
that's the
gadać?
simplest thing in the world. First, they look for a hole in the ice, or they make one themselves. Then, they wait for a salmon to swim by, and bam! They dip in those claws and tear one out of the water. I've tried it a couple of times, but I'm just not talented at it. I'm more into fishing with a pole.
O!
Could you show me how to
10
fish
punktów
like
na
a bear?
umiejętności
I'd be delighted to, but I'm way
500
too
golda.
busy.
Muszę
Plus,
zapłacić
I
za to,
only
żeby mnie
understand it
nauczył.
on a theoretical level, like I said. Practice makes perfect, they say, but my schedule is full.
Przygodówkowy RPG. Dobre.
What time of year do the salmon swim back
Zima.
upstream?
Oh, it lasts almost half the year, from mid-spring to well into the fall, so the river is teeming with them now. But be careful with that ice, 'cause it can crack. And some careless bears have ended up at the bottom of the river.
Smutne.
I hope you can prove your theory as soon as possible.
Well, I'm on the verge. Everyone believes bears scratch their backs against trees because they itch. But it isn't true. Look, we humans didn't discover the properties of birch sap until 20 years ago, and they've known for centuries. And that's as far as I can read.
A jakie to są właściwości? Bo... W sumie nie jestem ciekaw.
Could I borrow a
Daj mi
fishing
wędkę,
pole?
daj mi
I
wędkę.
could if I had one.
Aha.
But the last time I went fishing, I accidentally pricked a cub in his private parts with a fishhook. I don't think it did him much harm, but boy was he mad. He chased after me till he wore out. We ran in circles for hours around Professor Simon's
Ale on
house.
miał bity
When I
ten
got
haczek
back
i
to
ten
the river,
bieg.
my fishing pole was gone. I never saw it again.
What really shocks me is your bear costume.
There you go again. Didn't I tell you it isn't a costume?
What will you do when you finish making the bear suit?
What am I gonna do? Infiltrate the group and demonstrate my theory about... No, I...
Tak, to na pewno zadziała i wszystko pójdzie dobrze. Tak po prostu facet w przebraniu niedźwiedzia wejdzie sobie do ich
Will the
stada,
suit be
nie?
good enough, you're asking? Oh no, but I can pass it off if I put some bear essence perfume on first. I make it myself.
Aha, okej, jest esencja niedźwiedzia. Nie?
Bear essence? Don't tell me you liquefy bears to make perfume.
No, pal. I make the essences using bear droppings. I won't be so rude as to explain all of their bodily fluids, hairs, and the solid waste they produce. But I will tell you, I need gloves and my hockey mask to gather it all up.
How many kinds of bear essences do you have?
I have essences of newborn cub, she-bear in heat, Republican bear, ferocious bear, Buddhist bear, myopic bear, honey-loving bear, papa bear, the bear by the strawberry tree, an ant-eating bear, a bear with
Papieskiego
a gastric
niedźwiedzia.
disorder.
Papa
Oh, no,
bear.
sorry, I drank that one on accident. Intellectual bear, and who knows how many more.
More than the essences? What I like is your costume.
But will you never learn to call my suit by its proper name?
I have nothing against bears, Ben, but your lecture about them was a little over my head.
No, man, don't you worry. We all have our little flaws.
Do you know Professor
Dużo
Simon?
jeszcze tych
The
opcji
guy in
będzie,
the big house up
bo ja
there?
już kończę, a
Not very
tu
well.
znowu nowe
I've seen him
wyskakują.
hiking around from time to time, and once in a while I walk by his house, but we haven't chit-chatted much. I think he's kind of a loner.
Yeah!
By the way,
Oczywiście,
you
że
wouldn't happen to
nie.
know the password to get
Ale i
into
tak
Professor
spytam.
Simon's house, would you?
Password? What I usually say is,
Ciao?
"Ciao, I've come for my weekly package." Then I go in,
Leslie
grab the
Ciao?
package of bear food, the
Leslie
cook
Ciao
makes
był
me, and
w
hasta
Kadwegas.
la vista. You may be asking yourself now, sure, it's for the bears and not for good old Ben himself? Well, it is. It's for the bears, and I can't believe you think that of me.
O, zaraz wracam. Okej, wracamy. ktoś mi dzwonił do domofonu, ale ja zawsze czekam na to, aż drugi raz będzie dzwonek. I póki co nie otworzę, drugiego dzwonku nie było. Czyli nic ważnego. Kontynuujemy rozmowę. Mam nadzieję, że się nagrywa, bo będę zły. Nie widzę FPS.
It's not true. The wall goes around the perimeter of the house and the only gate is the one by the intercom. I'm telling you, I went all the way around it with a mad bear in hot pursuit. Behind me.
Do you think they'd open up if I pretended I was you?
Since there's a camera as well as the intercom, and it wouldn't be good enough just to say you're me. I get the idea you're asking yourself. Will Ben lend me his bear suit so I can pass for him? Well, let me make things clear. The bear suit is sacred, and I don't lend it to anyone for anything in the world.
I think I can sneak into the house if I hide while you talk on the intercom.
You had a stroke of bad luck. I only get in thanks to the cook, but I saw him heading for Sicily this morning, like he always does on his day off. And he won't be back until at least tomorrow morning.
Getting back to what I was saying.
Yes.
Getting back to the topic of those
Jedna
berries
opcja
and the salmon.
i z tych zrobi się... Kuźde.
What did you say the effect of those berries was?
Ale to
I
już
don't know
wiemy.
which ones I already met.
Dobra.
Tell me how this...
Actually, it's not you instantly get your memory back.
Thanks, Ben. But I...
Okay, pal.
forget it.
Okie dokie. If you'll recognize the house. It's a typical come by whenever you want. That way, you can try my homemade beer.
Thanks, Ben. See you around.
Okay.
Jest, w końcu koniec. Dobra.
What an unusual plant. I wonder what it's called.
Nie wiem, marihuanina.
I can't take the whole plant. I'd have to uproot it and kill it.
Dawaj liście,
But
urwij.
I will take one leaf.
Dobrze.
I'll take it to my pal Rucker. He'll think it's way cool.
Nie, nie spodobał mu się, bo z tego co pamiętam zrobimy z tego sushi. Tak jak się zawija to wszystko. Te składniki. Dobra, bierzemy butelkę, on jest
Better not.
odwrócony.
I don't want Wazowski to get
Aha.
upset with me.
No siema.
I don't think that's a swift idea. You're probably...
Czy ja będę mógł wziąć te... Nie, tutaj na razie nie mamy co z nim gadać. Czy będę mógł wziąć
No.
te jagody? Nie? No to nie. O, do wieży. Siekiera.
Nah, better leave it where it is. If I need it, now I know where to find it.
Aha. Ale stary, ty masz takie wielkie kieszenie, że spokojnie byś wziął ją tam do kieszeni i byś z nią chodził.
I'll just take a quick glance inside.
Pup, 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 pup.
It'd be
Okay.
better to leave the trapdoor open. Well, so this is what Wazowski's hidden den is like. Let's see what we can find around here.
No.
Let's
Książka.
see if it's about something interesting. Workplace harassment, stress, and associated disorders in polar bear cubs between the ages of 6 to 8 months with small deformities on the lower left limb by Benjamin M. Wazowski. Sounds like a bestseller. An amazing topic, but I can't stand to read about stress among bear cubs right now. I've got enough stress of my own.
Dobra, luzuj wora. Ciekawa maska. Jak z tego horroru, tylko kurczę, teraz nie pamiętam imienia tego gościa. Nie, chyba sobie nie przypomnę. O, piła.
I don't know. It might be a little heavy. And
No to
I'm
co?
starting to get tired of hauling junk all over the place. Though, on the other hand, this is one of those pieces of junk that could save my day at some point. Anyway, by lifting a bunch of junk like this, I won't need to join a gym.
A, nie ma paliwa pewnie.
Wow, man. As far as I can see, The fuel gauge is at
No
0.
właśnie.
Well, I'll grab the thing.
Karnister
After all
mamy,
that
no
effort
ale
to
co,
get it
jest
into my
pusty.
pocket.
Momencik, co to jest? Szufla. Bierzemy
No,
szuflę?
let's leave it where it can be of use.
Nie wiem w sumie, co by tutaj mogło nam się przydać. Znaczy, jak zaraz pomacamy
I'd need him
i
if I had to
będziemy
cook
wiedzieć,
Joshua
co
salmon,
potrzebujemy,
but
czego
he
nie.
has to eat it raw.
Buty.
I doubt I'll be needing them. And if I need to walk on ice sometime, I could always turn to the good old tennis racket technique.
Kij
Or
hokejowy.
use anything resembling it.
Kij hokejowy to by się przydał, jakbyśmy czegoś
Sure,
chcieli
I bet I
dosięgnąć.
can use it somewhere. It's as
Jest
good as new.
Długi.
I'll try not to wreck it.
Dobra, mamy gitarę. Z tego co pamiętam, Brian sobie usiądzie,
I have no idea how to play, but why not try?
będzie grał. Brawo.
Wazowski hasn't tuned this thing for years.
Aha, okej. No stary, on ma inne zajęcia. Zobaczymy
Those
butelki.
look like perfume bottles.
Newborn bear essence, pheromones of she-bear and heat,
Może weźmie
Republican bear
jakąś esencję.
extract.
They appear to be the essences that Wazowski was talking about.
No,
Now, don't take this the wrong way, but I bet some she-bear and heat pheromones could come in handy. I'll have to make sure not to spill a single solitary drop. Smelling like that goop with wild bears roaming around is the last thing I need.
no, jakby mu tak psikło w kieszeni. Jakiś niedźwiedź by się rzucił na niego.
It might contain something interesting.
Pewnie zamknięty.
It's locked shut with a padlock.
Okej. A mamy... Niczym go nie otworzymy. Wejdźmy na zewnątrz
Okay,
może.
let's go on out.
Na balkonik. Zobaczymy, czy tutaj coś ciekawego znajdziemy. I co tutaj może być? Lampa.
I don't know. I think the cold temperatures have broken it. But let's try anyway. Hey, it does work.
A niech świeci.
I don't know what I'd use it for. Plus, it's too old. It's full of wine or some other spirit from the smell of it. Let's check out the label. No, I'd look like an industrial-sized St. Bernard.
Tu nic nie ma na górze? Serio? Myślałem, że tutaj coś znajdę. No ale najwidoczniej nie. Wróćmy się jeszcze, sprawdźmy, czy faktycznie wszystko wzięliśmy. Kufer zamknięty na kłódkę, książka, grzejnik. Drewno mam.
Maybe I could
Imbryk.
use it for some other purpose. But I'll leave it where it is for now.
Okej, czyli możliwe, że się przyda później.
I'd need him if I had to cook Joshua's I do need some shut-eye, but I
Dobra,
get
spoko.
drowsy just looking at it.
To wszystko.
A grand idea, were it turned off. If I keep hitting it over and over again, the friction might make my hands feel toasty.
Okej, myślę, że wszystko. I ślizg. I pełno wrzasku w ręce. Dawaj tą siekierę, nie marudź.
Nah, better if I need it.
Dobra, to się... Siedź cicho.
Someone must have put it there to cross the river. Doesn't look like there's anything interesting on the other side, though.
To nic. Dawaj, idź
Let's
na
hope
drugą
I
stronę.
don't slip. Better be careful. It's hard to see through the ice, but it looks like there are fish swimming by underneath.
Pod spodem pływają ryby, no to trzeba byłoby wyciąć dziurę piłą, ale
No, for some reason I don't think a chainsaw can run on the fume.
Okej, a... Potrzebowałbym jakiejś rurki. Może z samochodu spuścić paliwo. Zaraz, spokojnie.
Give up? Not a chance. I have no intention of stopping it.
What? Dobra, cicho. Wilki i kretoszczury z Gotika słyszę. Zaraz.
Yeah, I'll take a look over there. Wow, I've never seen a completely frozen river before. I'll try
Zaraz.
not to walk across it just in case the ice breaks.
Przed chwilą tutaj byłem. Zaraz, czy to nie to? Nie no, to. A wcześniej nic nie mówił, nie? To może teraz się coś zmieniło, jak wejdę to będzie co innego?
I don't think it'll do any good to climb up, but what the heck?
Dobra, zobaczymy.
Just like I said, nothing
Aha,
new here.
okej. Okej, spoko. Light. Idziemy z powrotem do chaty.
I'm gonna go check on Joshua.
Ale ten Brian się nachodzi. Jeszcze zimno jest, kurde. Dobra, trzeba się porozglądać tutaj. Mi się wydaje, że coś tutaj powinienem znaleźć. Łoś. I już pamiętam, jak to miałem zrobić, tylko... O, może
That it'll
otworzę drzwi?
start. Plus in this condition, there's no way it's gonna
Nieważne, wejdź do środka, pajacu.
budge. I hope it doesn't fall
Może
off
w
as I
środku
open
coś
it.
jest. Dawaj.
I doubt it'll start.
Piernicze.
I don't think that's a... I don't know.
Ja nic tutaj nie widzę takiego. Spójrz na.
I doubt it'll start.
Ojejku. Dum.
He's
Dobra.
like totally out of it. I'll have to find some way to make him come to. Maybe a good slap would do the trick.
Weź go pierdyknił w łeb.
Joshua, wake up!
No, Mommy. Please let me sleep 5 more minutes, please. I was dreaming I was a super friend, and I was eating berries in the mountains of Alaska with Dorothy and
Dorotą i
Toto.
Toto?
It was so beautiful.
You have to remember that password, Joshua!
But I already told you the password, and I know it was the right one because Auntie M said so. You have to let me in. Plus, that treehouse is mine. And if you put your dirty mitts on my Space 1999 trading cards, you'll feel my wrath.
Co? Co? Co ty mówisz? Człowieku, zamek ci się otworzył.
Man,
Widać...
your zipper's open! I can see your Woody!
Daddy, no. I didn't kill little Woody. I swear. He flew into the path of my self-propelled intergalactic rocket on purpose. To break it. That woodpecker hated me, Daddy. The other day he started pecking away while I tried to study for my math test. Now he screwed up my science project. I hope he's happy now, cause he did. I'm going to flunk science for the first time in
Przedszkola?
kindergarten.
Co mu chodzi? What the fuck?
Joshua, it's me, Brian, your friend.
Nice to meet you, Brian. I bet you don't know what that name means. Well, I don't have a clue either. By the way, my name is Joshua, which means liberation. Boggles the mind, huh? You don't know how much love I feel inside.
Trantor's been destroyed by a huge meteor.
No! Say it isn't true!
Yeah, and the berries